Hello, Rob here from the Flanagan Homestead. I'm here to talk about my firewood sales patterns that I'm noticing here in December. And I'm also going to talk about the improvements I've made to my storage area and my firewood processing routine, and just show you a couple ideas that I have. So I'm standing in my firewood shed right now that I'm going to be storing my wood in. But the first thing on sales, I'm noticing here in November, when it was summertime and camping and I had bundles out, it seemed like 2, 3, 4 bundles would disappear at a time because people are going camping, and at night they're going to build a fire, maybe roast some marshmallows and be up for a bit, and they didn't need a ton of firewood. But we're here in elk hunting season and deer hunting season up here, and everybody travels up the road there to go get their animal. But there's a lot of people, I think, that are going up to hunting camp right now, and they're going to be up there a while and they need to stay warm. So I'm finding that I'm not selling small quantities of bundles. If I only had 6 bundles left, they seem to go all at once. I was here working on processing wood the other day. I had 10 bundles all went out at a time because these guys are trying to pick up enough wood that they could be out in the cold, wet, doing their hunting trip and finding a way to stay warm. So I think I have less customers right now, but they're buying larger quantities, more bundles. Let's look at my firewood storage and bundle making area that I am thrilled with the improvements that are there. If you've been watching the channel, I had a bunch of firewood that I was just cut in rows, and I built a roof on top of it, that roof, and then I just set the roof on top because I didn't have time. I got the wood. I was surprising supply of wood. I cut it up, split it, and then I wanted to keep it dry, so I stacked it. I just built a roof right on top of it, and then my plan was eventually to build walls and put it the roof on top. Well, I was crawling underneath that roof over and over again to make bundles, and it was getting to be a real pain in the rear. Just crawling underneath there, throwing wood out, making bundles and whatnot. But it did keep it dry. And then finally it got time to where I needed to build the walls and put the roof up because most of the wood was gone. But it was like, man, I got about a half a cord of wood left in there. I got to drag that out, put it somewhere else, build the shed, and then move it back. It's like, I don't want to move. If you're doing firewood, you don't want to move the wood more than you have to. And lo and behold, as I'm starting to take apart the roof, a guy shows up with his trailer down at the firewood stand and says, my wife says we have to have your wood. And I said, you're not supposed to be burning bundles. You're supposed to be buying cords and half cords when you're heating your house. He goes, yeah, but my wife wants your wood. And I don't know why. I mean, I do make sure that its moisture content is below 20%, but other than that, it's trees that are down and being cut up. But anyway, I said, well, you're in luck. I've got a half a cord right here. I'm going to have this roof off of it in an hour. You can come back and pick it up for $125. So he just handed me $125. I took the roof apart. I came back the next day to build the roof, and all the wood was gone out of the way, and I was able to build it. And I got paid, and I didn't have to move it. He got a good price on the wood as well. So my woodshed is 18 feet across this way, 16 feet front to back. I do have supports and partitions in the middle, and the back end is 8 feet high, the front end is 11 feet high. And what I have over here is this is my dry cured wood that I'm making bundles with. And this right here, today I'm going to be cutting some more firewood, and I'm going to try to fill this up and keep it dry because the relentless rain here in Washington State has started, and I want to get wood in here and getting it drying out and curing. So I will continue to make bundles over here, and then we'll flip sides. Normally all this stuff isn't stacked right here, but I have a bundle making stand right there, but I'm going to show you in a second. I love this. I get to back my pickup right in here and make bundles on the tailgate. So this is where my new shed is completely joyous. It's starting to rain right now, not bad, but I've got a roof over my head as I back the truck in, and I can back it right up to my supply of firewood, and I'm going to simply be lifting wood off the pile, putting it in my bundle making jig. I will complete making the bundles and just leave them on the tailgate. I'm going to be dry, and I can move right out, take it down to the firewood stands right there, and be ready for sales. Another thing that I've done, and it's been very helpful, you know, this time of year days are very short and there's not much light. So I come home after work, I need to make bundles. Thankfully, I'm not going to get all wet. I don't have to crawl under tarps or roofs on the ground, but I need some light. And I have a rigid power tool system that I use, and I bought this nice little adapter that you click onto the rigid batteries, and it has a receptacle for your lights. And so I have an LED light up there, and you can plug this in, and you can get quite good light with this. And this will just hang right here, but it lights up this whole area here, and it lasts for quite a while. And they're rechargeable batteries, so you just keep going. So I'm really happy with the light setup as well. Also, this will give me the ability to go and use power other places that I don't have it available, which is quite a few places on my property. So in summary, there's my new firewood shed. Cured wood on the left, curing wood, getting dried wood on the right. The cured wood was in rows on top of pallets underneath this tarp. Most of it's gone and stacked in there. This is a huge tarp that I'm going to use up here. I'm going to use my excavator today, lift some more logs and cut them up, and be cutting rounds. And then we'll be splitting in my hole that I dug to stand in front of my splitter, throw it into my dump trailer to take down to the woodshed, and then the logs that are left, which will still be plenty, I plan to take that huge tarp, restack these logs and cover the logs and keep them somewhat dry during the winter so the curing doesn't take quite as long. So there you have it. I just got 15 more bundles in the shed for right now while I'm working on firewood up there. I'm expecting, as I mentioned earlier, probably 2 hunting camps to come and pick up all this, and just maybe 2 different loads. And thanks for joining me on the Flanagan Homestead, where Christmas trees are my business, teaching, including horticulture, is my job, and outdoor projects like this firewood stand are my passion. Hope to see you again soon. Be blessed, everyone.